Woosa. Uh, 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 uh. Coming together in love we rise. Building community online. Sharing our hearts feels mighty fine. Making each day better, one song at a time. Come on, y'all. Coming together in love we rise. Building community online. Sharing our hearts feels mighty fine. Making each day better, each day better, each day better, one song at a time. Okay, little Richard there. Got a little Richard. You got to have a little Richard in the morning. Good day. Great day, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you happen to be in the world. Happy journey to us all. I'm so happy to be here with you. I'm Arnaé. I'm your host for this Tuesday morning, Tuesday edition of Daily Antidote of Song that is lovingly and consistently brought to you every single day by those really good-looking people over at Carpe Diem Arts. Give them a hand for the good looks, for the consistency, for the love, for the healing that comes in every single day. It's pretty amazing. So it's June 7th, and here at Daily Antidote of Song, we are busting out all over into June with messages of peace and social justice. We got a very special guest who is new to the Zoom room today. Be on your best behavior, because we want her to come back again and again and again. She's going to elevate, she's going to enlighten, she's going to entertain us. And we will get to her as soon as we say greetings to our Facebook Live family. Okay, y'all know the drill. To the left, up top, to the right, on the bottom. Go ahead. Left, up top, to the right, on the bottom. Nicely done. And you might as well just go ahead and do it for yourselves. Left. Go ahead. There's Cindy. There's Bobby. There's Tiger. There's Jan. There's Marsha. Say hello to everybody. Actually, I think I'm going to start calling these the Hollywood Squares instead of. So somebody's got to be. I need to figure out who the people were on Hollywood Squares, and we'll start assigning. All right. Let's all take a breath. And we're going to say hello to the one and only Jojo Rossi. Jojo Rossi, baby. Jojo Rossi. Hey, hey. She's the creator of this incredible program. We also have to say hello to Busy Graham. I don't see her yet, but she's probably somewhere in the room. There's Anna. There's Diane. There's Aaron. There's Jaden. And then my girl, Katie. Come on, Katie. Katie wearing the crown today. I love it. Our magically delicious Zoom guru for the day. All right, let's get started with these Zoomers in the room on a booming afternoon. So glad to see Jojo Rossi. So glad to see Heather Mae. Hey, so glad to see Katie. Rosemary in Miami. Hey. Good morning to Sherry in New Hampshire. My friend Susan G. Hey, Susan Miller in Seattle. Brian McLaughlin. I like that purple on you. Deborah in Kentucky. Bob Walker. Good afternoon, sir. Ralph in Victoria. And Sarah Page in Texas. Hey, Jenny in Suffolk, UK. Caroline in DC. Becky Kane in BC. And Steve and Michelle, I think you all are in Silver Spring. There is Simke, hey, in Maryland. Nice to see you. There's Mabel and the beautiful dancing bears. And Kevin in DC. Yes, that yellow is good on you. And we got Deli. Hi, Deli. Hi, Deli. Okay, y'all stop moving. Stop moving. Luda. Oh, Luda in Victoria, BC. Always giving me love. Wow, I appreciate you. Gary with all the solutions. And there's Storm. Hey, Storm. Good morning to you. Karen in Oregon. And Martha in Oregon. How'd you two make it next to each other like that? There's Kate in Charlottesville, and Hoda in BC, and Jim in New York City, and Ruth in Birmingham, UK. Put your pinkies up. Jane in Texas, hello to you. And there's Kevin, hey Kevin, day 793, and in Maryland, and Nancy with the moo cow. And there's Bonnie, hey Bonnie in Iowa. I see one curly top, two curly tops. Shake what your mama gave you. Shake them curly tops. I love it. Ann in Nashville and LMG. Hello. Jean in Pittsburgh. Kate wandering somewhere over the world. Bronwyn in Victoria, BC. Lisa in Vancouver, British Columbia. Okay, y'all are moving. Stop. Loriana and company. Joni is here. Amanda, Alex, and Miles. Hey, family. Sandy in North Carolina. Hey Burl, hey Burl, hey Burl, hey Burl. Okay, Ruth traveling somewhere in UK, and then we've got Amos and Arlene Baxter coming in from Berkeley, California. Good morning, a good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Hey. All right, it is day 793. Give yourselves a huge hand. This is incredible. Our special guest today self-describes as being big, loud, and full of love. She is an alt-pop social justice singer and songwriter, recording artist, and producer who I just don't believe she sleeps. But I just I'm just making that's a personal statement because all these things she's doing. She also identifies as a queer, poly, proud, fatty femme who is living out loud and proud with bipolar disorder 2, not 1, 2. She loves building community and creating music that helps her fans feel understood, seen, and loved. Coming to us today from the beautiful music city of Nashville, Tennessee. Hey, welcome her to the room. Everybody put your hands up. Open up.
Oh,
Open your heart for the wonderful Heather Mae. Good.
hello. Oh, I am so happy to be here after seeing that intro. Normally, it's not this warm, Zoom rooms, you pop in and it's like, okay, go. It feels like a full-on family.
Well,
Thank
I'll
you.
credit Jojo Rossi with that. She started
Yeah.
this 793 days ago. What were you doing 793 days ago, right?
I'm probably crying. The pandemic was happening and didn't
Exactly.
know what to do. I wish I had found
Exactly.
JoJo.
But now you found her, so this is the perfect time.
Yeah.
So let's get into your music. What song are you choosing to share with us today?
So I'm a social justice songwriter, y'all. My partner is Chris Matthews.
All
If you know
right.
Chris, yep, that's how I found JoJo. And I knew that y'all love to sing. That's what she told me. So I'm gonna have you be not only my choir, but also be a soloist yourself. And I'm gonna sing my song Warrior. And I think they have the lyrics for you so that you, when you're, going all full on Aretha Franklin, you can follow the lyrics in the chat. Thank you, Katie, for doing that. Um, I'm just
So
gonna
what's
get
our
right
part?
in.
What's our part? Teach
Yeah,
us.
so your part is, I normally play this on piano, but I felt like for this, I just really wanted to play it on guitar for this community here. So your part is at the end of the song. It's the big rage-filled ending, if you will. Yeah. So this song is called Warrior. This is your part. Repeat after me, and I'll sing it with you. So you and I will sing it together. But just know, when it gets to it, I'm singing quietly. You sing loud. All right. Repeat after me. Women gonna rise like the water. Women gonna rise like the water. Gonna shut oppression down. Gonna shut oppression down. I hear the voice of my great granddaughter. I hear the voice of my great granddaughter saying, fight for me now. Saying, fight for me now. Very good. Now you know it. Let's do it again with a little bit more oomph. Okay? All right, here we go. Women gonna rise like the water. Women gonna rise like the water. Gonna shut oppression down. Gonna shut oppression down. I hear the voice of my great-granddaughter. I hear the voice of my great-granddaughter saying, fight for me now. Saying, fight for me now. Yes, I saw those hands up. I saw the snaps happening. Now, sometimes I get too into it. I cannot snap. And, I'm playing the guitar. Normally I play piano. I have both my hands on the keys. This time I'm taking some luxuries, but you are going to be the ones that keep the beat. I can't hear you, so don't worry if it goes off. But this is what I want you to do. I want you in some kind of way to get that beat in your body, to put this movement in your body. We need our bodies. We need to take care of our bodies when we're doing this hard work, right? We need to keep the beat in our body. So women gonna rise like the water. Women gonna rise like the water. Gonna shut oppression down, whether it's a snap, right? Right? Whether it's a lean, or a beat on the, just tap that chest, right? Or maybe for some of you, it's just pounding that foot. Women gonna rise like the water. Women gonna rise like the water. Hit, right? All right, here we go. Let's try it one more time, then I'm gonna sing this song for you. All right. Women gonna rise like the water. Women gonna rise like the water. Gonna shut oppression down. Gonna shut oppression down. I hear the voice of my great-granddaughter. I hear the voice of my great, yes you do, saying fight for me now. Saying fight for me now. Ah, here we go. You knocked her down, but now she's back up. This war is far from won. You underestimated, but now she's liberated. Look at what she's done. She got hit, but she ain't had. She got tears, but they won't last. She's a daughter of the new revolution. She's a common seeking retribution. Oh, she's a warrior. Oh, she don't take any prisoners. Oh, you should have thought twice before messing with a woman. Oh, she's a warrior. Her mama told her mama warned her, honey, there's a kind of man who steal your magic and make you average, try to pin you down and chain your hands, but bowing down ain't a woman's place. We work too hard to be erased. Keep your head up, show 'em what you're made of, and when in doubt, remember who you came from. Oh, she's a warrior. Oh, she don't take any prisoners. Oh, should've thought twice before messing with a woman. Oh, she's a warrior. Women gonna rise like the water. Women gonna rise like the water. Gonna shut oppression down. Gonna shut oppression, yes. I hear the voice of my great-granddaughter. I hear the voice of my great-granddaughter saying fight for me now. Saying fight for me now. Oh, here we go. Women gonna rise like the water. Gonna shut oppression down. I hear the voice of my great-granddaughter saying fight for me now. Women gonna rise like the water. Gonna shut oppression down. I hear the voice of my great-granddaughter saying fight for me now. Women gonna rise like the water. Gonna shut oppression down. I hear the voice of my great-granddaughter saying fight for me now. Quieter. Women gonna rise like the water. Gonna shut oppression down. I hear the voice of my great-granddaughter saying fight for me now. Really feel it. Women gonna rise like the water. Gonna shut oppression down. I hear the voice of my great-granddaughter saying fight for me now.
Oh, You did. You know that. You did that.
Yeah, I
You did
did it. I did it.
that.
I did it, and I did it to help with a lot of women. I did that with the help of a lot of women.
Wow, that's so fantastic. Heather Mae, let her know, let her know, let her know. Tell us about the origins of that song. When did it
Well,
come to you?
yeah, it started after I got arrested. I was protesting babies being put in cages um, with about 800 women in Washington, D.C., at the Hart Building in Washington, D.C. Before I lived in Nashville, I actually lived in Washington, D.C. And, you would find me either performing or protesting. I am a social justice songwriter through and through, not just in music, but also in the streets with boots on the streets. And I just could not handle the images of these children covered in aluminum blankets. And I know so many people here felt the exact same way. And so I teamed up with Popular Democracy and Women's March and a number of organizations and went to the Hart Building and demonstrated and was arrested. And this was that phrase that you heard was a version of that stanza, except it was women gonna rise like the water, gonna shut detention down. I hear
Mm,
the voice of my great granddaughter saying, free our families now. And upon hearing that, yeah, right. Imagine 800 women. Yeah. And so I hear that, and we're singing that the entire time we're being arrested and taken from the building. And I remember hearing that. And so I went to the Library of Congress and I went to the archives and I asked, who wrote this? I want to know. And they said that it has been used in every movement for change, every single one, and customized.
wow. So the origins, what did you find out? The
What
origins
I
of it.
found is that they don't know. So, which case, because this is just usually the case, it's usually Black
Public.
people who have been enslaved have been using that song for hope, and people have used that. It has gone back to the suffragette movement. It has been used in the civil rights movement. It has been used for labor movements. It has been they found writings, scribbles for every movement possible. And so I thought, well, I'm gonna put it and use it for the feminist movement. Um, Specifically after hearing Dr. Christine Blasey Ford and her hearing
Hmm.
the
We were there.
combination of the two.
Yeah. We saw it. We were all there. We all
Yeah,
witnessed it.
yeah,
We all witnessed it. Well, given the people are waiting for this Supreme Court decision to come down,
right.
that stanza, fight for me now.
Yeah,
Your great granddaughter is telling you to fight for you right now.
right,
That's pretty powerful. That's pretty
right,
powerful.
right. And I don't, and that those aren't my words. Those are the words of somebody else who loves somebody enough to be so angry to create that to turn those words into song and to chant it over and over again to remind us now. I know you are tired. I know it is exhausting in this current life to constantly sign those petitions, sign those letters, to constantly show up, vote all the time, lobbying all the time. I know you're exhausted, but you're not doing it for you. Remember who you're doing it for.
This is what Fannie Lou Hamer would say. And, if she wasn't tired and she kept going on, I have nothing to complain about.
Right.
Heather Mae, thank you for that. Share with us a little of your journey from folk singer, songwriter who's strumming a ukulele to where you are now. You full out loud and proud, body
Yeah.
positivity, mental health acceptance. How did all that kind of come together?
Well, I mean honestly, the thing that spurred the shift from little singer-songwriter with ukulele to big voice, big message was I got nodules on my vocal cords and was told I would never be able to sing again. And when that was taken away from me, I knew I had to reclaim this space, this life, and make a vow. I mean, I do believe in God, and I had a come to the goddess moment, as I call it, and I said, if you give me my voice back, I promise to use it for good. And so far, we're all right. She's still gifted me my voice. So I made a promise, and so did she. So I just keep finding things that I know the world needs to hear, and we're not talking about. And so I'm actively writing a new record right now, and it again is social justice music. And um, yeah, instead of just guitar, though, you'll hear in my music when you go and listen to it, it's got pop and electric guitar, and there's big drums, and sometimes it sounds a little like Prince, and sometimes it sounds a little bit like Joni Mitchell.
Wow. So I want to go back for a moment. You
Yeah.
said 8 months of silence. Was
Yep.
that something that you determined you needed, or was someone guiding you? Was a medical professional guiding you through how to heal yourself?
Yeah, I was broke and had no insurance. And so she said, here's what you can do. You can have the surgery. No. You could do therapy, expensive, or you could go quiet and come back in about 6 months, and we'll see how it goes. I came back in. That's what I did. I chose just silence, and honestly, I'm a really loud girl. I talk a lot, and it was
No
good for
kidding.
me to listen, right? Yeah, it's good
Never
for
know that.
me. It was good for me to turn in, because in turning in, I heard you have a bigger mission. You have a bigger mission. And I went back in 6 months, and she said it's not quite there. So I gave it another two, came back in, and I realized my voice was different. And I came back in, and she was like, it's almost gone. You can start voice lessons. And so I went, yeah, everything changed after that.
Wow, wow. Well, you're also on a mission for mental health.
Yeah.
You say you live with bipolar disorder and a whole smorgasbord of other mental health delights. I love how you say that. Break it down for us
Yeah.
and just kind of let us know what's the takeaway message that you want us to know about people who are living and using that as their superpower
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
the world. Because
I
you
mean, if you look
claim it.
around, how many people are in this room right now? I don't even know, but 49 people are just in this Zoom right now. And so if you think about that, 1 in 4 Americans struggle with mental illness, right? Okay, 49 people. That's a lot of crazy people. We have a lot of crazy people in this room right now, y'all. And so, but we're not talking about it. We're not talking about it. And we're starting to talk about it, but we still in our own in the public sphere, you start seeing people talking about mental health and the importance of taking care of your brain. But in our own personal lives, how often do you say, oh, I had a terrible headache last night? Oh, it's terrible. Oh, so bad. Right. But we struggle when we say, oh, I had a terrible panic attack yesterday. I'm so
Mhm.
concerned about the world and my bills, and it's
Wow.
harder to access that second one. But the thing is, it's so, when we begin talking about it in our own personal stories, as if it was a headache, as if it was a heartache, when we destigmatize it, it makes it easier for those around you to do the same.
Because they can relate. Is that what inspired the mental health support group Soul Talks that you have?
Oh, I love that you. That's so amazing.
Good.
Yes, so we renamed it. It's called Umbrella Sessions,
Okay.
because I love the idea of my corner of the internet being an umbrella in the storm, where all my fans and I call them my amazing humans, they can come and hang underneath my umbrella and get a reprieve from the storm and feel filled again with whatever it is, whether it's just realness, like you're not alone, or positivity, you're amazing, you've got this, whatever it is. And so, yeah, every other week we gather, very similar to this. We've been doing it for 2 years now, every other week for 2 years. Actually, our anniversary was last week. And we gather my patrons. It's available through my Patreon. Anybody can attend, even if you just give $1 a month to my Patreon.
I love
And so,
that
yeah, we
video.
gather and we just share space, very similar to this, and support one another. We dance, we meditate, we share, and it's just peer to peer.
Wow. So how do people find you? How do they know
Yeah.
that this is the place to be?
Yes. So heathermaymusic.com. That's my website. It has
How do
links.
how do your fans know that they can? that there is a place, a space that exists that they can
Mm,
come to feel this welcome, to feel seen, to feel
yeah.
heard. How do they find you?
Well, a lot of people find me through, honestly, social media is like the thing. That's really how they find me. I'm very loud. Thank you, Katie, for putting all those in there. That's so great. I'm really loud about the things that I believe on social media. I do post about music, but I also post about what I write about. So I write about LGBTQ. I write about being queer. I write about being body positive and living with a larger body and that's constantly changing. I write about the clothes that no longer fit my body anymore and what will I wear on stage. I write about my brain. And so they find me through there. And that's where they can, go find my music or go find my Patreon or they want to support my live streams, etc.
Okay, all right. So you're in Nash Vegas now.
That's
That's what
right.
I call it.
That's right.
Uh, and you've got this affection for coffee. Is it medication or is it meditation? Which one?
Hold on, I'm just gonna real quick have
Oh,
him.
you medicating or you meditating? You grown. No judgment. We not judging. We not judging.
I It depends upon the day.
Well, Nashville is known for those creamy lattes. So,
Are they really?
yeah, you ain't know that, girl?
No.
Yeah,
Uh-uh.
you got to do it. You got to do it. You got.
I have never been called out about my coffee love in an interview before. Arnaé, I feel so very seen right now. I just
Oh,
want to say thank you so much. Yes, I love coffee. Some days it's a meditation. Some days it is a meditation. Actually, hold on. I'm deconstructing this right now within myself. Yeah, some days it is an opportunity for like it's like a flow. It's like how you wake up in the morning. I also really believe, talking about mental health, I really believe in regimen. When you are struggling, find a regimen. Works for you. What feels good? Waking up in the morning, going and walking outside, taking a breath of fresh air, coming inside, making that specific type of special coffee, special tea, then going back outside and standing for another 10 minutes before you do anything in the day? Yes. Right? Sometimes it is a medication. Sometimes it's like, man, this I have a gushing brain wound that just will not. What do I need right now? I need a cup of coffee. I need a cup of coffee and I need it now. Yes.
you
Yes.
grown. You grown. Well,
As
I'm
we
sure.
say, I'm also polyamorous. And so when you're polyamorous and you got multiple partners, the whole thing, first question people say is, how do you do it? It's yes and. So yes and it is
Yes.
medication and meditation.
Well, it's got to be because, girl, you're doing crowdfunding coaching, you're
Yeah.
songwriting coaching, you're social media coaching, you're artist development coaching. You got to have something for all of this. How are you managing to fit all this into your life?
Well, I'm gonna be totally honest with you. I did when I moved to Nashville, I did have to kind of reorient my body and what I was doing because um you can't do it all. I'm just gonna say it. You can't. And in the pandemic, it was like everything was virtual. And it feels like the divide between home and work was so hard to find. And it was like, oh, well, I have all of the time at home. So I'll just throw this in and this in and this in and this in and this in. And before I know it, I'm working until 1 o'clock in the morning.
Exactly.
Right. So I did have to trim back. I now do, in order so that I could focus on my new record and the move to Nashville and really coming into the new sound of my next wave of my career. I did have to cut back quite a bit. So I'm no longer social media managing. I do, however, I love crowdfunding. I love it. And not because not because of some other, I don't know, for fundraising money. It's because I exclusively work with artists of color, artists that are women, um, LGBTQ artists, because I believe there is a gap. There is a gap
Yes.
in money that is invested in those groups in the music business by record labels versus money that's invested in white, straight, cisgendered
Absolutely.
men. And
Absolutely.
if you look at the Grammys, you can see that. I mean, things are starting to change and shift, but if you look at the actual amount that is invested by record labels in the artists, there is a huge, huge percentage is artists that don't look like me. They don't look like you, Arnaé. They don't look like my partner, Chris Matthews. And I haven't totaled it up, but it's close to $500,000 that I have helped raise.
Wow. Put them up, y'all. Put them up. Because crowdfunding is not easy. It's
And
not
I
easy.
love it. I love it so much because it's not saying, give me your money. You're saying to your fans, you are saying to your fans, help me make it. Help me make it. The thing that you love, help me make it.
Mm. Now, is this a superpower you discovered about yourself during the pandemic, or you were always into this? So,
Yeah, I've always loved crowdfunding. I didn't understand why people didn't like it. And so it
we don't
actually,
understand it. We don't understand it.
right. I didn't understand why people didn't like it. And then I did, and also more specifically, I didn't understand why I liked it. Why do I like it? People don't like it. And that was why, because it's so curious. It's so creative. It's like, yeah, I want to know about that thing before you make it because I love you and I love your art and I love watching artists just like immediately get funding or like the moment they're funded at the end. It's just they're like, they believed in me. It's like, of course, now go make the thing, you know?
Hold up, Heather Mae. Were you a car salesperson in another
No.
life? Are you sure? Are you sure?
Yes.
Because you claiming
And that's
this
the thing
really
though, it's
good.
not car salesman. It's not salesy. That's the other thing is that I used to work at a soap shop. Okay. I hated sales. I also used to work at a lingerie store. No one's surprised. I used to work at a lingerie store. I hated it. I hated sales so much. But there's
Wow.
something, because that's the thing, crowdfunding isn't sales the way that I do it. It's just, okay, here's my heart. Here's what I believe. Do you believe that too? Okay, fantastic. This is what I'm making.
I love it. I love it. I love it. So the record that you're working on now,
Yeah.
is Chris a part of this process? Are you
Yeah,
all
she's
collaborating?
definitely, yeah. There's definitely a part of her that is in these songs because, I mean, she is my partner, as we say, I've said it multiple times now, partner on and off stage, and she's the first person that I go to be like, does this mission, do you hear it? Do you
Mhm.
hear it? The
So
mission in the
you
song.
trust her truth. You trust her truth.
Yes. Yeah.
That love that. So where are you in the process? When can we hear it? And how can we support you?
Um, I haven't, I have not even started thinking about the crowdfunding campaign. There will be one. Oh, that's my first time saying it.
Claim it, claim it. We're ready. We are ready. We are ready.
Oh, that's so fun. But I am still writing. I just wrote a song called Kissing Girls. Which seems like silly, but it's actually a very thought-provoking look at the boxes that we place children in and how if they don't have the language, aka if they don't get to say gay, then they will box themselves and they will agree to the boxes that they're placed in without even knowing that they're doing that. If they don't have the language, if they don't have the education, if they don't go, oh, I'm kind of like that person in history. Oh, I didn't know that. If they don't get to see the people who look like them, love like them, live like them, then they will be fine with the boxes. And that's when we make kids come out. That's when we do this painful unraveling of the layers of the onion that is just not necessary. And so it sounds like this a sweet little love song called Kissing Girls, right? But really what it is looking at the boxes that we place children in that they never asked to be placed in.
Interesting. Well, you got a lot of passion around it, and I think it's time for us to get back into that song of yours, Warrior Woman. Can we
Okay.
can we have the whole song? Because we know our parts now.
Yes, let's do it. Thanks, Arne. knocked her down, but now she's back up. This war is far from won. You underestimated, now she's liberated. Look at what she's done. She got hit, but she ain't had. She got tears, but they won't last. She's a daughter of the new revolution. She's a common seeking retribution. Oh, oh, she's a warrior. Oh, oh, she don't take any prisoners. Oh, oh, should have thought twice before messing with a woman. Oh, oh, she's a warrior. Her mama told her, her mama warned her, honey, there's a kind of man that steal your magic and make you average. Try to pin you down and chain your hands, but bowing down ain't a woman's place. We work too hard to be erased. Keep your head up, show 'em what you're made of, and when in doubt, remember who you came from. Oh, oh, she's a warrior. Oh, oh, and she don't take any prisoners. Oh, oh, you should have thought twice before messing with a woman. Oh, oh, she's okay. Let's repeat after me. Women gonna rise like the water. Women gonna rise like the water. Gonna shut oppression down. Gonna shut oppression down. I hear the voice of my great granddaughter. I hear the voice of my great granddaughter saying, fight for me now. Saying, fight for me, fight. All right, let's go. Women gonna rise like the water. Gonna shut oppression down. I hear the voice of my great granddaughter saying, fight for me now. Women gonna rise like the water. Gonna shut oppression down. I hear the voice of my great granddaughter saying, fight for me now. Yes, women gonna rise like the water. Gonna shut oppression down. I hear the voice of my great granddaughter saying, fight for me now. Women gonna rise like the water. Gonna shut oppression down. I hear the voice of my great granddaughter saying, fight for me now. All right, women gonna rise like the water. Gonna shut oppression down. I hear the voice of my great granddaughter saying, fight for me now. Yes, women gonna rise like the water. Gonna shut oppression down. I hear the voice of my great granddaughter saying, fight for me, everybody. Now.
Oh,
Yeah!
fight for me, fight for me. Woo!
I saw somebody playing the flute.
Did you see that? That's
I
right.
saw all these men singing it for the women in their life. Yes.
I love it. You brought a whole mood here, Heather Mae. Thank you so much for bringing this wonderful vibe, for sharing your time,
Happy
your
to come back
talent,
anytime.
your memories, your incredible heart, and your truth. And yeah, we're gonna have to talk about this crowd fundraiser.
Thank you all so much for having me. I
Everybody,
cannot
let
wait
her
to. I'll
know.
come back anytime. Jojo, you heard that.
Let her know. All right, give our love to Chris, please.
I
And
will.
just thank you so much for this time.
Totally.
All right, everybody, let's breathe that in. Mmm, yummy. And then somebody go have what should we drink after this? Spice latte? What should we
Yeah,
have?
put a little cinnamon in whatever you're having. That's what I'm gonna say
Cinnamon
about that.
latte, a little cinnamon latte. All right. Woo! I feel better. Oh, I gotta go in a minute. Okay, announcements. Their Carpe Diem Arts is having a fundraiser. You already know about it. Invest in creativity. Oh, I'm loving that orange. Girl, okay, we gotta talk. Invest in creativity fundraiser that's running with Carpe Diem Arts now. Katie's gonna have a link. Boop, magically pop in, and there is a cocktail party that is coming up Stay tuned. Stay tuned. All right, before we say our final goodbyes, let me again extend an invitation to any new people in the room. Put your name, where you're tuning in from, the city and the country, how you found Daily Antidote of Song. And one of these days, I feel like Ralph Cramden, you'll be receiving a very special welcome from the series creator, Jojo Rossi. So put it in the chat so that we can welcome you and keep coming back. Keep coming back. Oh, I'm feeling the Heather Mae thing. I'm just like, all right. I got to get out of here. Let's say goodbye to the Facebook Live family. See ya up top, side, bottom. See you next time.